Before there were books, there were secrets. Welcome to the Library of Secrets.
In 480 BC, at a narrow mountain pass in Greece, 300 Spartan warriors stood shoulder to shoulder against an army of over 100,000 Persians. Outnumbered, surrounded, and doomed, they fought not for victory, but for honor. This is the true story of the Battle of Thermopylae, a battle that became legend. The Persian Empire, under King Xerxes, was the most powerful force on earth, stretching from modern-day Turkey to India. His father, Darius the Great, had tried to conquer Greece a decade earlier, but was defeated at the Battle of Marathon. That defeat was a stain on Persian pride. Now, Xerxes sought revenge. He assembled one of the largest armies the world had ever seen, not just to conquer, but to crush the spirit of the Greeks and finish what his father had started. The Greeks, proud and fiercely independent, were constantly at war with one another, but faced with a common enemy, they had no choice but to unite. Under the command of King Leonidas of Sparta, a small alliance of Greek city-states formed. Their goal was to block the Persian advance, at a narrow mountain pass called Thermopylae, the Hot Gates. There, the terrain would give them a fighting chance. In that choke point, sheer numbers wouldn't matter, only courage, discipline, and will. Xerxes' army, estimated at over 100,000 strong, marched into Greece, a sea of men, horses, and chariots. Facing them, Leonidas and his 300 elite Spartan warriors, supported by a few thousand Greek allies. For 3 days, they held the pass. The Spartans fought in phalanx formation, shields locked, spears thrust forward. Persian waves crashed into their line, only to be pushed back again and again. Even Xerxes' elite immortals could not break through. The narrow pass made Persian numbers useless. Bodies piled high. Persian morale began to falter. It was a masterclass in discipline, terrain, and courage. But victory was not to last. A Greek trader named Ephialtes revealed a secret mountain path to the Persians. Xerxes wasted no time. He sent a flanking force around the pass, and soon, the Spartans were surrounded. Leonidas understood what it meant. There would be no escape. He ordered most of the Greek allies to retreat, keeping only his 300 Spartans and a few hundred loyal warriors. They stood their ground to the end. On the final day, they fought until their weapons shattered, then with fists, teeth, and sheer will. Leonidas fell in battle. His men defended his body until the very last Spartan died. Thermopylae was a defeat, but it became a symbol of resistance, honor, and sacrifice. The Greek navy later won a decisive victory at Salamis, turning the tide of the war. A year later, the Persian invasion was crushed at Plataea. Leonidas' sacrifice bought Greece time and inspired future generations. Even today, his stand is remembered as the moment a few brave men defied an empire. History isn't always about winning. Sometimes it's about what you're willing to fight for. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more battles that shaped the world. This was Thermopylae. Next, we'll uncover another forgotten clash that changed history. What battle should we cover next?